Carrie. Welcome to Thousands of Roots, where we are endeavoring to build an off-grid permaculture homestead from scratch, totally debt-free, and with very little time, energy, and resources. So if we can do it, we figure probably just about anybody out there can do this. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you to all of you who are watching our vlogs. We only can do about 2 videos a week at this point in our lives. Things are quite busy for us, but we are enjoying making these short little videos for you and at least giving you a little glimpse into life on the homestead here. One thing our family likes to do every fall is go out and take some family pictures. We don't get them professionally done, but we just like to go find a pretty spot and gather everyone together. And a couple weeks ago, I think it was, at this point, Kip had a day off, and so we decided to take a family walk and see if we could find that perfect photo spot. So here we go.
This is one of our cool neighbors and good friend of mine, Mike. And he just caught us on our family walk. Anything you want to say to all the viewers that are going to be watching this, Mike?
As I was just explaining to Kip, Carrie, and the rest of the family, my normal cycle on a daily basis since moving to the Ozarks often includes, not always in this order, but a little bit of fear, a little bit of horror, and then a great deal of joy. That's the Ozarks living.
It's the Ozarks way.
You got it.
What do you think of this spot, love?
Here we go! Here we go! There we go!
Everybody say cheese! Everybody look at the camera and say we love Fiddle!
We love Fiddle!
We love it!
Say it's a beautiful fall day!
It's a beautiful fall day!
Yeah! It is beautiful. What a beautiful day.
Alright, one more time everybody look at the camera and say cheese!
Cheese! Now you can probably stop.
Had to come down to the creek because it was so noisy up at the house. There's a generator going and saws going. The guys are up there working on some things. That'll probably be a video that you already watched by the time you see this one. But it's just beautiful. The creek is flowing again a little bit. Just a trickle at this point. But the geese and the ducks are loving it. I believe the ducks were enjoying it first and the geese kicked them out. But still nice here on the edge in the sunshine for the ducks. Family walks are great. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially when the weather is beautiful and it's changing colors outside. Is just great. So now I'm back inside and just wanted to give you a sneak peek at how the off-grid laundry system setup is coming. We still have a long way to go, but I was just blessed hugely this week. Thank you, Mom and Papa, for giving us this little machine and then also a big laundry sink. So let's take a closer look at how it's coming. Some of you may remember that this little nook in the back of our cabin was full, completely full. I mean, crazy, just a mess with stuff. It was kind of our drop spot, plop spot over the last 3 years because of not having a shed or any kind of storage space. So I've been working hard to clear it out, and I've got just a little bit more here on this side to clear out. This whole area, it's only about 3 feet by 5 feet, but it's going to be our laundry room, our off-grid laundry room. And this little machine here, Kip was laughing because it looks like a little playhouse machine. You may not be able to tell from the video, but it's really small. And it is basically just to get me by. It was pretty inexpensive on Amazon. It was only like $150. It's actually kind of similar to the machine that I mentioned in our off-grid laundry video that we did a while back. It's the same brand, a Costway, but this one has a little bit larger washing capacity, and unfortunately the machine that I thought I was going to get, it went up in price. It was over $500 by the time it came time that my parents were going to purchase it for us because we were ready for it. So this one was much more inexpensive. It has a larger washing capacity. It holds about 10 pounds on the wash side, and then it also has a very cute little spin side that spins about 6 pounds at a time really well. So my plan with this machine is I'm hoping that it will just last at least long enough to get me caught up on laundry and to get us a little bit more settled here on the homestead so that I have more time for truly off-grid hand washing, which is where the sink comes in. This is a huge stainless steel sink, and it's 10 inches deep and over 2 feet wide. I can't remember the exact measurements. And obviously it needs to be mounted still. The plan is to make a stand for it on the wall right here next to this other little machine. And that will be the main way that I do laundry in the future. So the plan in this little area, besides this little machine, is going to be eventually shelf and storage space up above the window. All these clothes are going to come out and we're going to hang them upstairs. This is Kip and I's clothes, and create a hang drying space here that will be right over the sink so that clothes can actually drip dry into the sink if need be, if we don't want to spin them in the little spinner. And then underneath, you can see right now we just have the little machine up on a piece of wood, but I'm hoping we can build a stand and have a drawer space underneath there, and then also underneath the sink have some drawers or cabinets for storage as well. Once all that's set up, we'll do another video with more details and let you know how it's working for us. Before I go, anybody want to see how this little machine works? So I'm starting with a load, the cleanest load. When you do off-grid laundry, it's not so much about colors, it's about cleanliness. So I'm doing some shirts first. The second load will be some jeans, and then we'll finish it off with some rags and socks. So here goes. Just simply put these hoses, the water supply is right behind here, so the hoses can go right in. I'm not going to use hot, I'm just going to use cold. So I just stick the hose on the edge and turn it on to fill. I can actually close it in if I don't want to stand and hold it, but I'm not going to walk away because I do not want it overflowing. Okay, the water's in, close, soap are in. So it just has a normal, gentle cycle and then the drain. And over here it has a timer for washing. I think I'll set it for 9 minutes. It can go all the way to 15, but since this is not a very dirty load, just leave it there. So it just pulses on and off, and it actually spins as well as flips the clothes. So it works pretty good. What do you think, Josh?
Looks like it's washing them pretty
Does it
good.
look like it's washing? Do you think you could help out with the laundry using that little machine?
Maybe.
Maybe?
If you want me to.
Just real quick while that's washing, I wanted to mention too that we're also hoping to have an outdoor laundry space for summer laundry and use the Amish dasher washer. We don't have one yet, but that's on the list to get, so that way we can do laundry out in the warm outside weather in the summertime. Alright, wash cycle's done, time to drain. So I'm just gonna to drain, and the dirty water goes out, so then I'll refill it with fresh clean water and do just a really short cycle to rinse it. And for the drain right now, it's just a little drain pipe sticking straight down into our gray water outlet. And I just put this little apple peeler box to hold it in place. So that'll be set up a little bit better in the future, but for now it works. I am making a quick smoothie here while I wait for that to fill, because it's right behind me, so I can really pay attention to that water filling and not overflow that washer. So this is our new Vortex blender. It's a manual blender, and if you saw a previous video, we have used this same kind of blender for years, but our old one finally broke after about 7 or 8 years of use. So I'm so thankful to have a new one now, because we do smoothies pretty much every day with our raw milk. So I'm just going to blend this up while that fills. Alright, so we're ready to spin. I actually did a second rinse with this load because apparently our cleanest clothes are still fairly dirty. But I'm going to reserve the water in this load. It was the rinse water for a first wash for the dirty jeans here. So I'm just going to leave the water in, but go ahead and start putting these clothes into the spinner. So it's just this little tiny thing, little tiny tube here. It holds about 6 pounds of clothes at a time and spins really quick and really well. I'm going to call that good. I'll just close the little cap, shut that, and there's an option to spin it for up to 5 minutes. I think the last time I did it, I only spun it for 2 and it was plenty. So there it goes. Since we've got our cook stove going now, because it's cold out, we're going to use this handy dandy rack that some friends got for us. Thank you, Burtons. And that's how we're going to be drying these clothes for now. So let's see how they spun. There they are. No drips on those clothes. We should be able to hang them. Should be able to hang these with no drips. They're obviously still wet, but not drippy. So that's great. That's perfect. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And whatever you do, go at it with your whole heart. 2 little girls found a big sink. Is that fun?
I can't swim back in here.
Did you find a fun little spot to sit, Bit?